Are you depressed or are you happy? And for your sake, I really hope that you are happy because being happy is what everybody should be. Everybody should be happy. And the reality is, nearly nobody is happy. And that is a major problem because we live in the easiest time to live based on the past, like, we're living in the easiest time to live. And still, people are majorly depressed, and that just should not be that way. And if you talk to a professional, there that can always help, like good therapy. Talk to a psychologist, and you can really sort out your personal problems. And there are trained professionals to help you. You can also talk to a psychiatrist about if you're depressed or not. And most often of the times, they will give you antidepressant pills. And I'm not qualified to tell y'all about pills, so I'm not going to tell y'all what to do with the pills. However, there are lots of side effects with the pills. Um, Being a chemist, you have to understand that that stuff drastically changes your neurochemistry and like your brain like has an equilibrium point, and then once you start manipulating the hormones and all like the neurotransmitters and stuff in your brain, then that kind of changes how your brain works. And there are plenty of side effects to antidepressants that I really advise you to look at the side effects of the medications you're taking or plan on taking. Check the side effects. And with that, this is not advice. This is just telling you to check the side effects of your pills, especially mental health pills. Check your side effects. And so that's one answer is you can see trained medical professionals to deal with some depression. And there's like a lot of stuff that you can do to like make yourself happy. So the main deal is that you have to understand that happiness is a combination of your perspective and your reality. And so you can stop and at a moment in time and realize that you have water when there are lots of people in this world who don't have water. And so just really be grateful for that water. Like, really be grateful for the shelter of your head because there's plenty of homeless people here. And you really should be happy for a roof over your head. And you really should be happy for that water. And that's something that I'm starting to really try and help my happiness with is like, I'm happy that I can drink water anytime I want. And that is a revelation within itself. And you also, so that's your perspective on, however, that's also your reality is I can always drink water. However, my perspective leads to that happiness. So, like I said, happiness is a combination of that perspective and that reality that I can always drink water and I'm always happy for that water. That's my perspective. So, change your perspective to a more positive perspective and change your reality for a better reality. So, like if you're depressed because of your weight, then become in better like condition. If you're depressed because you're broke, then make more money. And that's your reality. And be thankful for the money that you have. That's your perspective. And another thing that really affects your mood is the food that you eat. And like you've got to understand the food that you eat is like an energy line. Like the plants have their energy from the sun, and then the animals eat the plants. If you eat animals, then you got the energy from the animal. They got the energy from the plant. They got the energy from the sun. And so you've got to understand that this is like a transfer of energy. And most of the animals that you're eating are severely mistreated, especially if you eat from like kind of cheap protein sources like McDonald's, Burger King, stuff like that. You're eating like stressed out chicken. Like the chicken farms are like they're driven in the trucks. They're like raised in these like stressful chicken farms and then they're killed. So like the entire chicken's life is just stressed out. And if you're gonna eat a stressed out chicken, then like that chicken's energy was stressed out, and you just consume that chicken's energy, like literally, and that leads to stress in your life. Same thing with like, there's some controversy on milk. If you're lactose intolerant, don't drink milk. However, I believe milk can still be good at like nighttime. It's a good source of calcium and like fats and natural proteins, stuff like that. Um, can be like tough on some people's stomach. Though I like milk, and there's also like these milk companies that just beat their cows and like have the cows tied away and like just mistreat the heck out of the cows. And like if you're gonna drink milk from a cow that was beaten and abused, like that's gonna cause stress on the cow. It's gonna cause depression on the cow, and so like all the hormones, stress hormones in that cow just get put into that milk, and now you're drinking like stressed out cow milk, and that's not the objective. You want to be, which this is difficult to go against. Like you've usually got to pay for like more expensive chicken for like from a better source, and that's why all this is tied together. If you have more money, then you can pay for better protein sources, better milk sources from animals that aren't stressed out. And we can talk a lot more about this. Like y'all have to understand that this health, wealth, and happiness is tied together. And like this is a video on happiness, and I just ended up talking about how the health and the wealth are still tied to the happiness. Like you have to work on all three for the perfect balance. And with this, I recommend following me on Instagram and Twitter at new_age_consult. And I'm posting a lot of helpful information there. And you can please message me on Instagram or Twitter, and we can talk more about how I can help you on a daily basis during the week. I'll give you personal information. So just follow me on Instagram and Twitter at new_age_consult, and you'll become healthier, wealthier, and happier.